Us too.
And what's the best advice that Bet has given you in game this season?
Nobody gives me advice in game. I wish.
For a rookie who brought the WNBA its largest publicity and revenue in the past 25 years, Caitlin Clark has had to endure a lot of hatred and disrespect from her fellow WNBA players. Is it jealousy? Racism? Join me as I reveal the dark truth about why the WNBA doesn't want Caitlin Clark since she got into the league. Although it may sound controversial, it's evident that we've never seen a generational talent like Caitlin Clark create such divided opinions in basketball. You might mention Michael Jordan or LeBron James, but remember, even their harshest critics deep down respected them, and the animosity towards them grew over time. No veteran in the league was coming out each game to mock like this.
The defense to come down and collapse leads to open three opportunities.
Bark nudged by Carrington. And Carrington believes there's some acting going on, and Clark has some words for her back. Healthy competition here between two players that have been really just draped all over each other in the two meetings and then tonight's game.
Keep in mind, Dosen't Carrington was an absolute her first ever game of the WNBA, forcing 10 turnovers. Right there.
Or hurt them.
And Clark. I mean, that's clear, which was called. The question is, will they call it unnecessary? Kennedy Carter.
Moreover, their fellow rookies weren't targeting them like this.
Kicking it out, Evans fakes the three, takes the two, and knocks it down. A lot of contact. 50-50. 50-50.
Unlike MJ or LeBron, Caitlin faced significant hate and disrespect right from the start, and this animosity has shockingly spread from the court to social media. At just 22 years old, Caitlin Clark hasn't been given the grace to develop as a freshman by WNBA stars. Since she entered the league, WNBA stars and the media have targeted her. Chicago Sky's Chendi Carter, who shoved her, also called her out online, questioning what Caitlin brings to the table, besides her three-point shooting ability. As a rookie, Caitlin Clark leads the league in three-pointers, ranks in the top 5 in assists, leads all rookies in points, and is the fastest player to reach 300 points, 100 assists, and 100 rebounds. Not to mention, she shoots from the logo. Her fellow rookie, Angel Reese, tried to downplay her influence on the WNBA, saying, "The reason why we're watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me too." However, the average viewership of Caitlin Clark's games across all networks is 1.184 million, while all other WNBA games average 428,000 viewers. TV host Sunny Hostin Hill also reduced Caitlin's success and fame to white privilege and her sexuality, stating, "Now Caitlin Clark is bringing this money, these sponsorships, we hope, into the league and other players will benefit from it. But I do think that she is more relatable to people because she's white, because she's attractive, and unfortunately, there still is that stigma against the LGBTQ+ community." So far, it's clear that Caitlin Clark hasn't had it easy since joining the WNBA, even though all she ever wanted was just to play basketball. So, why hasn't she had it easy? Why hasn't the WNBA welcomed this generational talent? ####, why doesn't the WNBA want Caitlin Clark? Caitlin Clark's presence has unfortunately revealed why the WNBA has struggled to grow for several years. Since its inception, the league has fostered a culture that prioritizes progressive politics over basketball. This isn't to say politics shouldn't exist in basketball, but if you're an NBA fan, you know it never gets in the way of a good game or series. Sadly, that's not the case with the WNBA, which focuses more on activism than entertainment, while Caitlin Clark simply wants to play basketball. In fact, she doesn't just play. She has consistently pushed back against online commenters who use her name to denigrate other WNBA players, stating that any racist or misogynistic comments are not acceptable. Because she is white and famous, her name has been brought up in culture wars and online debates. Yet she has admitted that online discussions are not something she can control because her job is to compete and play basketball.
There's been a lot of narratives around the attention that you're getting versus some of the vets that have been in this league for a long time. Do you think about that, or do you just concentrate on blocking that out and playing your game?
To be honest, I'm not really on social media. Like, I don't read that. Like, this is my job. My job is to compete and play basketball every single day. You know, I think the more attention we can get on every team around this league, that's only going to help it get better and better. But yeah, like I said, like my job is just to continue to show up and, you know, help this team to get better. You know, obviously we're fighting for our first win, and that's my main focus. And that's where, you know, 110%, that's what I think about every single day, is come in and get better and focus on the things that I need to focus on.
In other interviews, she has praised NBA veterans and acknowledged that she can't control what people say online because she isn't even online. Unfortunately, this innocent comment angered Connecticut Sun star Dosen't Carrington, who questioned the 22-year-old rookie's silence and claimed her silence is a luxury. Dog. How one cannot be bothered by their name being used to justify racism, bigotry, misogyny, xenophobia, homophobia, and the intersectionalities of them all is nuts. We all see these H*T. We all have a platform. We all have a voice, and they all hold weight. Silence is a luxury. The truth is simple. Caitlin Clark can't win against the WNBA gatekeepers. Her silence is even questioned in matters unrelated to basketball. There's a bigger issue here that needs to be addressed. In a league that is predominantly black and gay, Caitlin Clark is white and straight. It makes sense that the WNBA struggles with her being the face of the league as she contrasts with the predominant identity of the league. Before she got into the WNBA, evidence that the WNBA didn't want Caitlin Clark is apparent from how senior WNBA players, including legends, antagonized her even before she played a minute in the league. College basketball legend and Hall of Famer Lynette Woodard claimed during a coaches' convention that Caitlin Clark hadn't broken her scoring record because they weren't playing under the same rules.
I am the hidden figure, but no longer now. My record was hidden from everyone for 43 years. 43 years. I don't think, I'll just go ahead and get the elephant out of the room. I don't think my record has been broken because you can't duplicate what you're not duplicating. And so unless you come with a men's basketball and a 2-point shot, hey, you know. But just for you, so you can understand. So you can help me spread that word.
WNBA star and two-time WNBA MVP Breanna Stewart belittled Caitlin's accomplishments, denying that Caitlin Clark should be in the GOAT conversation for women's basketball because she didn't win a national championship during her college career.
Does Caitlin Clark need a championship to be considered one of the greats in women's college basketball history?
Yeah, she does. I think so. Because then you're gonna look 10 years back and you're gonna see all the records she's broken and the points and stuff like that. But anybody knows, you know, your goal when you play college basketball is to win a national championship.
Diana Taurasi, regarded as the WNBA's greatest player of all time, also took an unprovoked shot at Caitlin Clark, stating that if Paige Bueckers were in this year's draft, she'd pick her over Clark. While Bueckers has been exceptional, she has been injured and inconsistent in recent years, unlike Caitlin, who was consistent with Iowa basketball. Taurasi didn't stop there. She also questioned Caitlin's ability to transition to the WNBA, and whether she could dominate like she did in the NCAA.
Look, SVP, reality is coming.
Okay.
You know, there's levels to this thing, and that's just life. We all went through it.
Of course.
And you see it on the NBA side, and you're going to see it on this side, where, you know, you look superhuman playing against 18-year-olds, but you're going to come with...
None of these legends acknowledged Caitlin's success, and their criticism overshadowed most interviews. Cheryl Swoops, another WNBA Hall of Famer, wrongfully questioned the legitimacy of Caitlin's scoring record in college.
I say this, yes, records are made and set to be broken. But if you're going to break a record, this isn't just for Caitlin, but you asked me about Caitlin. If you're going to break a record, to me, if it's legitimate, you have to break that record in the same amount of time that player set it.
Okay.
Right? So if Kelsey Plum set that record in 4 years, well, Caitlin should have broke that record in 4 years. But because there's a COVID year and then there's another year, you know what I mean? So she's already had an extra year to break that record. So is it truly a broken record? I don't know.
You think exactly how
I don't think so, but yeah, that'll go in the record books as Caitlin Clark is the all-time, whatever it is. I don't even know what the number is, but that's the way it'll be. And I don't think...
Aside from this being a cheap shot at Caitlin, Swoops was wrong because Caitlin was in her 4th season, not 5th, when she broke the all-time NCAA women's basketball scoring record, and she did it in fewer games than Kelsey Plum. Swoops also falsely claimed that Caitlin was able to break records because she was 5 years older than her competition.
But let's also talk about how much more experience that gives you over other players coming in, right? So people say, dang, like he or she's killing them. But you have a 25-year-old playing against a 20-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you should be killing them. Because you've been doing it a lot longer than they have.
As a freshman, Caitlin averaged 26.6 points, 7.1 assists, and 5.9 rebounds per game, leading the NCAA Division I in scoring and ranking second in assists and three-pointers per game. Swoops incorrectly claimed Caitlin took 40 shots a game, but in reality, Caitlin averaged 22.7 shots per game, just 3 more than Swoops averaged as a senior at Texas Tech. Swoops' attempts to discredit Caitlin continued after she was drafted, calling Caitlin, who has faced several hard fouls since entering the WNBA, a bully.
But with Angel, she's rugged, right? She's a rugged girl, right? She's built for trying to bully. She's a bullier, right? No one feels sorry for the bullier.
She's not a bully. She's not a bully.
Oh, you probably just never seen the poster. She's bullying the veterans.
She's not a bully. Well, I mean, if you want to talk about bullies, we can talk about every time Caitlin has the ball, she pushes off.
Oh, no.
I'm just saying, like...
But she has that advantage.
It's strange to see so many WNBA legends come after someone who just wants to play basketball and bring attention to the league. What the NBA thinks about her situation. According to NBA legend Shaquille O'Neal, WNBA players and legends are attacking Caitlin because of professional jealousy. The Los Angeles Lakers legend claimed many WNBA players and stars are scared of being forgotten and want to let Caitlin know she might get all the praise. But she's not the only person in the league. It's professional jealousy. I think people should focus more on not just her, 'cause she is a great player. The WNBA girls are letting her know. One person may have all the props, but it's never one person. Don't say we're getting new sponsorships because of Caitlin. What about Angel? What about Camila Cardoso? What about my favorite, Kelsey Plum? O'Neal said on The Big Podcast with Shaq. It's a sad reality what Caitlin Clark has to face to be the face of the WNBA. As one user commented, let her play and let her game speak for itself. Another user added, CC has really allowed me to see how jealous women are of other women. LMAO, it's so awkward to watch. If you enjoyed this video, the next video on your screen is worth your time.